Hello guys, this is Jimmy from Primer is Best, and we live in East Tennessee, and I think there's a storm approaching, and getting kind of cool and cloudy, and my wife and I, Mrs. PIB, came home early because of this, and because my mother-in-law is still in a nursing home, assisted living. So we came home early because I don't want to be out in storms and driving through straight line winds and stuff like we've had, and hail and just everything. So I have just a few minutes, and I'm going to try my best to start both of these trucks. The 78 Chevy C10 truck. I'd make two separate videos because I don't know, I just have to see how it goes. And the 84, the 78 C10 truck, Billy James. The 84 C10 truck, left turn Bill. All I've done is connect the battery on left turn Bill, and had me some wasper spray. There's a wasp flying around because I haven't been back here in such a long time, and I was going to show you this gigantic mushroom that was growing. Oh yeah, and there's a gigantic spider too. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went, but meant to get him. But anyway, he's here somewheres. I'll find him. Anyway, let's get started on this video. I've connected the battery up on this truck. Let's check the glue traps. So far, so good. I don't smell anything funky, so I think we're good as far as having a mousy or something in here. I haven't started these trucks in a long time. Can't get in on this side, guys, if you're new to the channel, because I'm a parts hoarder. Oh, no, what'd I do with the key? Hopefully I got the right key. Yeah. Okay. Let's give this a few pumps and see how quick old left turn Bill starts up. It's been a long time. My mother-in-law's been in a nursing facility, and we haven't had time. We're gone from in the morning till late evening. This is probably pretty early for us to be home. So I got a good battery connection. I always disconnect my batteries. Anyway, just to make sure, I just got to get gas up here to the carburetor, and we'll go from there. Just kind of show you around the truck. Oh boy. My wife made me that little magnet there. They had a decal on eBay Motors years ago, and I loved that decal, but it was up to like $68 or something at the time. I couldn't afford it, but my wife, somehow in her wisdom, she's a lot smarter than me, and she let it warm up just a minute. She made, somehow on the computer, she made it and put a magnet on the back. So see, I can take this off. Any place that's got, you know, metal, of course, and these trucks have metal dashes, you know, I can stick one on. I think I give one to GM 1038 too. I think it's on his 59 Kingswood wagon Matilda. Check him out, GM 1038. Anyway, I'm just talking to you while this warms up for just a bit. I'll keep the wind up just a little so you can hear me. I'm just glad it started. It's been a long time. I'm going to let it run for just a minute, guys. I know I do the same type video every time, but we just haven't. My wife and I have been really busy with my mother-in-law, who had a massive stroke, and we're just trying to take care of her in a nursing home. We go and feed, wash her clothes, you know, do everything that we possibly can for her comfort. And like the doctor said, right now it's what you call a quality of life. She's 94. If you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, she's 94 years old. Let's talk about something different today. I know y'all's tired of me talking about Left Turn Bill and how we saved it at an auction and all the metal work that's been done to it at Gas X Chop Shop with Mr. Tim Dixon. Tim is on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop, cab corners, this whole piece. You can see the weld scars. I love weld scars. The truck tells a story. I love this truck. It's a 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the columns. Now it's got a 350 4-speed in it. Lowered it, blah, blah, blah. If you watch my channel, I don't mean to bore you. Okay, today, while this thing is running for just a few minutes, if you don't mind spending a few minutes with me, I'm going to talk to you about why I'm into square bodies now. Because before I started YouTube, I was into 55 through 59 Chevy and GMC trucks. Had several of them. I think I had 5 of them at one time. I mean, I had 3 at one time. I know, 3. I don't know, 4 or 5. I'm trying to remember all of them. This is long before I started YouTube. I had like 13 or 14 62 Chevy Impalas. Had one was a wagon, 62 wagon. One was a 327 4-speed car, factory black and all that. One was one I sold to Rob Pitts on YouTube. You've probably seen his show on Netflix, Tex-Mex or whatever. That's Rob Pitts. That's who bought 5 of mine last year. Trucks and my 62 Impala Whitey. That was the last 62 I've actually owned. Probably won't never own another one. They're priced too high, and I'm getting on up in age. I'm 66. Now, not that that's old, but I'm just too many things going on in life. I better check my gauges just to make sure. Yeah, good oil pressure. 50. Yeah, everything's good. I'm just... Oh, here's the insides of it if you didn't see it. Original dash. It's not cracked. Just one little crack right there by the speaker. That's it. Truck needs cleaned up. Anyway, point of this conversation is I've had a bunch of cars and trucks, different years and stuff. But why am I into this square bodies so much? Or I like OBS too. I like them. I'd love to have another one of them. I sold my 88 OBS truck Sam to Rob Pitts around August of last year, 2022. He bought 5 of them, like I said. Anyway, why am I into trucks or square bodies? Okay, after owning 62 Chevy Impalas, Bel Airs, Biscaynes, like I think during my lifetime I've had 13 or 14 of them. I've been into cars and trucks for a long time. Why am I into square bodies? First of all, let's point out some of the good things about owning a square body or OBS truck. Since we're with square bodies, let's talk about that. They got front disc brakes. I mean, if you have a 2-wheel drive, you know, their front disc brakes 5-lug. I like that. You can find, there's so many companies now that you can buy parts from. A variety of parts. You know, you can just about buy every part that you want to for a square body. If you look around long enough, I mean, look at all the things I've bought for this truck. I bought a sport bumper, taillights, the trim. The keys didn't match. I had to put door locks in. ignition, I think. I'm not sure about ignition, I think. Anyway, if you look long enough, you can find bumper guards. You can buy grills new. You know, you can just buy everything new. Of course, I'm into used. I like used. I've painted the grill and the headlight bezels. Bought me a new air deflector, air dam, right here. I was wanting the 4-wheel drive when it's a little taller, and that's what I was looking for, but they sent me the wrong one, so I just went with it. So it's the right one. You can find lots of wheels that were interchanged with a 5-on-5 bolt pattern for a C10 truck. You can buy the mirrors. Of course, I mean, you can buy glass, you can buy anything for a square body truck. Now, I have a friend that's working on a 64 Mercury Marauder. They're really nice cars. I like them. I'd love to have one. But for me, if you're thinking about getting into this kind of stuff, messing around with an old car, old truck, whatever, keep that in mind, that can I get parts for it? You know, that's kind of a no-brainer. Can I actually find a vendor that will sell me parts reasonable? Are there a bunch of vendors? If there are, I don't know if that's correct English, but if there are a lot of vendors that will sell the same parts, sometimes they have sales, and you can get a good deal on something like 4th of July sale, you know, Christmas sales, whatever. And you know, you can kind of get stuff on the cheap, or especially if you bundle, you know, free shipping. My friend that has a Marauder is struggling to find parts. And I mean, I admire somebody that is trying to do something different. I do. But with my pocketbook, maybe you feel the same way as I do. I mean, you got to go on what your pocketbook will allow. So I'm trying to, that's another reason I like square bodies. Okay, don't look at this seat. Don't look at it. But if you have a car, chances are you got a back seat, unless it was a business coupe or something. But you know, you only have to do one seat. You only have to do 2 door panels. You know, you only buy carpet for up here. You know, I've already bought carpet for this. This truck was ragged out, and I don't think, honestly, I don't think anybody in their right mind, I'm not in my right mind, I don't think anybody in their right mind would have ever done anything with this truck at all, because it was for scrap. I'm sorry, it was bought at an auction because Left Turn Bill, there's a real man, the name of this truck, I named it Left Turn Bill in his honor. I've never met him, never met his wife. They both passed away, and I wound up at the truck, making a long story short. And I mean, if you think it looks bad now, you should have seen it when I got it. But anyway, getting back to the point, there's a lot of things that you can kind of cut in half. I mean, there's no back seat, unless you got a Blazer or something. But I'm speaking for me, C10 trucks. I can buy wheels and tires, or you know, even on Marketplace, whatever. You know, the stuff is, because there's so many vendors, you can find stuff relatively cheap. I got the wheel molding, you know, and a lot of things will interchange on a Chevrolet. Like these beauty rings, for example, they're Corvette style, you know, the big band. This did have the little bands on it. And these wheels, these are the wheels that came on this truck. Right here, Maypops, old Maypops. And I put these truck rallies on. And I mean, you can even change the center caps, which I've been wanting to do, but anyway, that's another story. Anyway, so my point is, you can get something like this if you're on a budget like me and you're trying to make something look decent. It doesn't, here's my thoughts on it, which I probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you. But I have to do things on a budget. I have bills just like everybody else, you know, house insurance, car, you know, like everybody else. things are getting tough. But if you want to get a square body now and kind of snatch it up, you can do a little bit at a time. I'll tell you something that's really expensive if you have not done this already or thinking about doing it, is these dang sport bumpers. They're expensive. I find these on eBay sometimes relatively cheap with free shipping, normally out of California. But now these brackets that you mount to, the tag bracket, the tag light, all that stuff's pretty expensive. Of course, you got to buy the bolts. I mean, there's a lot. When you look at this and you think, oh, this is a piece of junk. Well, I've got a lot in this. But I mean, as far as why I quit messing with 62s and stuff, I mean, a poster one seat, we'll say, I don't know, we'll say $700, $800. I'm just using a ballpark figure. I mean, then you got this. Well, then you got the back seat to do too. I mean, I love cars. I love 62 Impalas. I've had them majority of my life. I've had 62 Impalas. I didn't have a truck. I was in the 62s whole hog. Everybody from surrounding counties knew I had a bunch of 62s, and if they had one, they'd ask me for parts because I had them. I mean, that's all I done. You could find them at the junkyard at that time. Not anymore. And that's another reason why, if you like square bodies, this is my opinion, and everything I say in this video is my opinion. If you ever wanted to get a square body, I would get one now. And the reason I say that is, you still can, now and again, you can still find a square body at the junkyard and still buy a few parts that you might be needing, like wiper arms, just mirrors, just whatever. I mean, you can still find them. Now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, probably not. Because square bodies they're pretty hot right now. I mean, as far as the car market. But, I guess I could. It's got a little cam in it. It's a freshened up 350. It's a good running old truck. I just don't ever have time to. I just don't have a whole lot of time. And like I said, this is, I've had this truck, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. And I got to thank, one more time, I want to give GM1038. His name is Brian. He's on YouTube. Please check out his channel and subscribe. GM1038. I want to give him a big shout out, him and his dad Charlie, for putting motor and transmission in, pulling the 6-cylinder and 3-speed out. And want to give Tim Dixon, Gas X Chop Shop, he is on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop, AXE, for doing all the metal work on this truck, tons of it. I two-tone the truck, and see, that's another thing. See, I rattle can paint all my trucks. I put penetrol on my trucks. I have a lot of questions about penetrol. This penetrol that I put on here has been on here at least a year, maybe longer than that. I'm not sure when I done it. But I've got lots of videos on penetrol, and so does GM1038. He does the same thing. I learned a lot of things from him. But probably could use another coat. It sits in the garage, but still it gets moisture. Obviously the mushroom that was growing there, that thing was big, and I'm sorry I stepped on it. I was going to show y'all, but I mean, I rattle canned the whole truck. Two-toned it. It was all sand colored. White on the bottom, white top. I thought it looked better. Put paint dividers on it. I got this stuff at the auto parts store. I kind of like that sticker, prototype. Like they're thinking about making it, but probably not. It's a pretty solid old truck now. I stuck this sticker on here and it had so much rust in it. Got rust, like Got Milk. Remember that commercial years ago? Got Milk, had somebody with a milk mustache. Well, I got that, Got Rust. I thought that's kind of cool, but anyway, I've probably talked long enough. But if you're wondering why I'm in the square body so much, or OBS, I like everything, guys. I like everything. I'd love to have everything. If I was rich with money like, I don't know, Donald Trump or somebody, I'd probably, oh my goodness, I don't know how many square bodies and 62s and 55 Chevys, and I don't know. I like 57 Fords too. I mean, I like everything. When I say everything, everything. I'd like to have it all, but I have to do things on my pocketbook, my wallet, which is very thin, and you know, plus I have an understanding wife, Mrs. PIB, so I'm real lucky and blessed to have her. And I appreciate y'all listening to this video. I'm trying to be a little bit different, but at the same time I gotta hurry. But I guess I'll end the video here. I'll probably talk long enough. But if you're thinking about getting a square body or even an OBS truck, pick out the best one that you can afford. Don't do like me and just buy junk. I mean, I start out with junk and then raised from the dead, so to speak. This one was junk too. And anyway, I still have the 85 C10 truck Tyler that I was working on until all this happened with my mother-in-law. But I promise you, when things kind of clear up a little bit better, or you know, I'll get back on it and play with these some more. But my point is, see how I do? If you want to get a square body, get the best one you can, your budget can allow, and get it. Even if you can't do nothing with it for a year or two, get it. This one does not have air. This one does not have power steering, power brakes. It doesn't have nothing. It's bare bones. It's got a radio. It works. And as you can see, it used to be on the column. I wish it was, but somebody else had already cut all this out when I got the truck. You're not going to believe this, but as ugly as this truck was when I got it, somebody had stole this truck. And I don't know how long it was gone for. Not in my possession. I'm saying it was gone. And they finally recovered it, left turn Bill. I think he must have gotten really bad health and somebody stole this truck. I don't know why you would get it. If you'd have seen pictures of it before, just watch my earlier videos. Go to Primer's Best search and type in left turn Bill, and you'll see all the videos of this truck from beginning to now. Anyway, this truck's got a story to tell, and I'm into stories. You know, if an old truck has a story, preferably an unusual story like this one, you know, I gotta have it. You know, I'm just like that. I'm weird. I like stuff that nobody else wants, and see if I can make it come back to life and give it a second chance. And I think this old truck deserved a second chance, you know, at life, instead of being, I'm sure it would have been junked or parted out by now. Even Brian, you know, GM 1038 said, Jimmy, you're the only person I know of that would have, you know, saved the truck. So, you know, tons of money later, this is what I got. So, make fun of me if you want to. I don't know. I'm weird. I've always have been weird, but I'm always for the underdog, pretty much. And this was an underdog. That was an underdog. So, you're watching Primer's Best. I thank you for watching and listening to me. I appreciate it. And I want to thank you, each and every one of y'all that has subscribed and sent me videos, trying to keep my channel alive. I watched a video here a while back, Catfish Dave on YouTube, and he was talking about how to keep your YouTube channel going. Mine's I keep losing subscribers, and I know it's because I don't have trucks on there, but you know, life happens, and sometimes you got to do what life dictates. So that is me. My wife and I are doing the best we can. The Lord is watching over us, and you know, we got to do the right things in life, don't we? So my channel's kind of took a hit, but all those that have sent me videos of your cars and trucks, I appreciate it. Otherwise, the channel would just be dead. So, I mean, no uploading videos. And Catfish Dave said if you don't keep putting videos up, they'll find other people to watch. And I believe that, because I mean, I've already lost a bunch because all this happened. And I mean, But the rest of y'all that have stuck with me are like family, and I just want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Oh my goodness, guys and girls. I mean, there's so many people that have been sending prayers and good thoughts, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to send me a video of your car or truck, just do 2 or 3 minutes walk around of your car or truck. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can be just as ugly can be. And I guarantee you I'll be attracted to it. Send me a video please to primertisbest@comcast.net or Facebook Messenger primertisbest, Instagram Messenger primertisbest. Just walk around it. You know, talk about it, talk about the insides, talk about the motor, the wheels, what you're going to do to it, what you just got done with it, doing to it, whatever. Like I said, they all have a story, don't they? Just send me a video. Please no music, please no foul language. I can't put it on YouTube. There's copyright infringements on music, and nobody really wants to hear foul language, do they? I don't. But if you send me a video, I'll be happy to put it on my YouTube channel for free. You can show your family and friends. It's all in good fun, guys. We're all one big family on this channel. Some of them have bailed out on me, but hey, it's bound to happen, and you hang on to the ones that are true to you, and you know, the ones that really weren't into your channel anyway, you know, they moved on. So anyway, I need to put this truck up. I'm going to see if I can start this thing next. If you like and subscribe to Primer Is Best, I'd appreciate it. You won't miss none of my videos. Please keep sending me videos, guys. It sure does help. And I got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. That is me, Man on a Budget. I'm a man on a budget. And I'm also on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. God bless each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all for listening to me. Give me your opinion if you think of what we just talked about. You know, if you think a truck, to me a truck is easier to, you know, get going, and you know, you've only got, that's just my opinion. But let me tell you, if a 62 rolled into the driveway, I'd be all over it too. I'm just, like I said, I want them all. I like 57 Chevy trucks. Oh man. Anyway, don't get me started. Hey, God bless y'all. Thanks for watching, guys. I've talked long enough. I've got to get in the house and get busy. And I thank y'all for the prayers once again. Y'all are good people. Y'all are my family. I'm the last one left of my family. So whether you like it or not, y'all are all my family. So thanks a lot, guys. God bless each and every one of y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm hoping I'll have just a few minutes to start this one next. Billy James. God bless y'all. Catch you in the next one. I'll see y'all later.